During the pandemic, we actually started to focus much more on innovation, especially in terms of structure and organization, obviously. The milestone was obviously to demonstrate and to bring over some successful project with the startups, but not just as a POC or as an MVP, but basically as a full service for the airport itself. So once we demonstrated to the team, to the HR department and to our CEO, that actually rolling out projects for the company was a successful scenario, then we had the leverage to actually ask for more people and to grow up the team as well. And obviously with the corporate venture fund as well, we actually then needed some additional skills in terms of team. From the, let's say, corporate perspective on the accelerator program, we have project management that's a major skill in terms of working with the mentors and with the startups, and obviously to have all the knowledge to actually bring the action going with the startups. And that's a major responsibility. Then we have an open innovation side of the business, which obviously is to get a handle of all the stakeholders involved in the aviation industry, so from the handlers, from the airlines as well. Instead, on the corporate venture side, obviously we have much more into the due diligence approach and the skills required to then dress up the actual deal in terms of ventures. So to actually define and deploy which kind of investment we want to do and which startups that actually comes from our batch of calls. And obviously even an intellectual property side, if during the accelerator program we define and deploy a new intellectual property jointly with the startups, we need a know-how even in that field. So that's another aim of the knowledge that we bring with the team. Day-to-day comes from two different aspects of our job. So we have to leverage between the internal side of the business, so to get the commitment and the engagement from the company in terms of processes, in terms of purchasing department, in terms of business unit. But at the same time, we need to talk even the dictionary of startups. So basically to get them to commit to our cases and to our rules, especially when we talk about having a POC rolled out inside an airport with all the rules and all the regulations. So it's a double scenario that actually has to be complementary between the corporate side and the startup side, which is basically our daily routine and our daily job that we need to fulfill as a team. They interact in a very hybrid way because we have an innovation hub that is inside the airport, which is our basically headquarter, both of the venture fund or even where we actually work with the startups within all the business unit mentors. Then we have obviously the headquarter and obviously a work from home approach. So it's very hybrid, but we always make sure that we have a couple of days a week where we meet up all together because we need to feel and to share all the insights and the follow-ups for the week. For us, collaboration in terms of business unit and in terms of team itself is the real asset, especially when it comes out of reaching out to startups and even to corporates as well. And obviously to have a mindset that is innovative without any boundary in terms of ages, in terms of academic studies. But it's important that they have a real mindset which is based on an international level. We started with the mix that was a bit more balanced on the inside, simply because we wanted to start with a commitment that came from the corporate much more. But then once we grew on a corporate side in terms of venturing, in terms of international call for ideas and deal flows, we started to look at the market much more. So today I would say that it's 70% from the market and 30% internally. From the internal side, if we see some potential on key professional, obviously that is something that we look to it. But on an international level, we need skills that actually provide additional know-how that we don't have into the team and into the corporate. So in that case, we have to face to the market.